Hello Bitbiters, welcome back to Perifractic's Retro Recipes.
Why don't you watch this every day? It's a good show.
Thanks Lizzie, more from her in a moment. Ladyfractic and Ashleyfractic, watch your backs. I don't know about watching this every day, but this week, why don't we take those original Worms 1 cutscene meshes we found and re-render them in HD as we venture back through the wormhole on Retro Recipes. Look out! By now you will have likely seen that incredible Team 17 Amiga 4000 resurrection.
There's the scenes.
Can we load these into Lightwave?
Yeah, we can. Good God, this is incredible. I can't believe this.
And I was absolutely lost for worms at the outpouring of love you guys had for the nostalgic treasure trove we unearthed. If you haven't seen it, check it out after this video. And when we found these original Worms 1 Lightwave scenes and the associated mesh files, one thought immediately came to mind, a thought that was echoed by many of you. Now we have the source files, we can re-render the Worms 1 animations in HD. So for this I've teamed up with my friend Matt Ricardo. Say hi Matt.
Hello Chip Dippers.
So that's exactly what we're going to do now. First, here's a quick reminder of an original cutscene. So when rendering this back then, the best they had available was the Amiga's ham or hold and modify mode. It was pretty unprecedented for the time, even unusual. And although it had a whopping 4096 color palette, it did suffer from color bleed and fringing, a resolution of 320 by 200, not to mention the lower grade output options Team 17 would have had back then, like analog cables, composite video and such like. But if you're into making higher grade peripherals, I recommend PCB Way! Because as we all know, PCB stands for Poor Components Blow, doesn't it? Nowadays, instead of ham, we have the Impossible Burger and the HDMI. And thanks to modern PCs, emulators, and Newtek's continued development of Lightwave that was used back then to make shows like Babylon 5, today we can render these out as 24-bit HD PNG sequences with a palette of 16 million colors. Although we do have to do a bit of jiggery wormery due to changes in the Lightwave render agent. For example, the worm skin was a bit too shiny when imported into this version. Now, as you'll recall, when me and Chris Blythe tried to re-render these on the original machine, it took about 1 minute per frame. But on this modern PC, it now takes about a second per frame. So let's sync up the original audio and see how it looks today. We'll start with the old version. And now out with the old, in with the new. But you know, I'm not satisfied with that. I think we can go even further. So let's enhance the textures, fix a few details that became more apparent, armpits anyone, and output everything in HD. For example, here's an animation that was done by John Allardyce before Chris Blythe actually came on board. And in this one, as you saw, the helicopter didn't have any worms driving it, but now it can. Look at these realistic textures as the worm wriggles along the floor. Oh wait, sorry, how did that get...
That is at the end scene after it stops shooting. All the worms have dropped out,
Right.
and then he looks to camera and goes, "I don't know," and then walks off the screen. I don't know.
Well, we're having a lot of fun here with these different progressions, so let's have even more fun and start wiping between them to really show that contrast. And let's teleport him out in standard resolution and bring him back in HD. Oops, sorry buddy, got a miscalculation here. Oh no. Poor little bugger. Alright, well let's just enjoy them in pure HD now. Look at the incredible details. It really captures the hairs on the worm. Wait, that's... oh, damn it. Sorry. Somehow they look a little chunkier now, don't they? Don't we all? One thing I noticed though, and I don't know if you agree, is once they're re-rendered in HD, they perhaps lose a bit of that innocent charm. Although at least we were able to fix those problem armpits. But I'm still not satisfied. I'll tell you why in a second. I wanted to bring these incredible discoveries into the real world. In fact, a huge part of what I'm doing here is that I really want to be able to share all of this and all of what we found in some small way with each and every one of you. Now I am still finalizing some licensing details to get these hard disk files released, but it occurred to me that nothing could be more personal than a 3D print of an actual worm taken directly from the original mesh file. And thanks to my friends Lizzie and Aaron Klimas. Say hello, guys.
Hello, Chip Dippers.
Hello, Chip Dippers. Give a wave.
Sorry, it is a bit of a tongue twister. But thanks to them, here's the little fella taking his first steps, or wriggles, into the real real world. Wait, isn't 3D printing guns illegal? So that you can own a tangible piece of the recent discovery, I'm putting the 3D print file in the description below for anybody to download and print, along with all of the full renders that you saw in this video and more. I guess we'll all have a little worm inside us now. Wait, that came out wrong. Never mind. but I still wasn't satisfied. Yeah, you're seeing a theme here now, aren't you? I just figured, why stop there? So who'd like to own this actual 3D worm featured in this very video, along with a couple of other little treats from that Team 17 treasure trove? So let's just do a simple little contest. Just comment below whatever you want, within reason. Worm puns are accepted. Or if you don't have anything to say, just say,
I have worms.
or just say,
It's great to be here today. It's a good day. Hello.
and I'll pick a winner in a few weeks using the Retro Recipes Randomizer. Now, of course, I'm not going to show any preference to subscribers or even my lovely patrons, but feel free to subscribe so you can find out whether you won. I'll be announcing the results on both those platforms. Until then, all I can do is wish you good luck. I will be back soon with much more wormy and unwormy content, but until then, I guess it's wormwards and upwards. So enter below and cheerio.
Hello. Or should I say goodbye? Bye.